Okay, this is going to be a tough video to make because here's the deal. Stan Lee is dead. All right, Stan Lee is dead, and that is an unfortunate, tragic, terrible thing. I mourned greatly when Stan Lee passed a couple months ago, and I got to the scene with him in Into the Spider-Verse the other day, and I started welling up. I was like legitimately wiping away tears for that little scene he was in because I miss the dude. I miss his energy. I miss everything about him, and we are lesser as a result of this, which is probably one of the reasons why when I saw the response to this tweet right here, my mind absolutely boggled to what I saw. So what we have here is a tweet from just yesterday. Captain Marvel landed in Hollywood this past Monday for the movie's premiere. Read more about the evening below. Now, I first came aware of this when my friend Boogie2988 put out a tweet basically saying like, this is lecherous, gross, disgusting, delete. I'm paraphrasing. And then my friend Mr. Epsilon followed up a few hours later by saying, I officially hate this Twitter now. I can't believe you would do this. And then he says, maybe I'm overreacting. To which case I responded, yes, you are overreacting. And a lot of people out there are overreacting to this. Like, I'm sorry. It's absolutely true. You are overreacting to this if you are upset. Now, before you get all crazy and throw out the dislike, let me explain it to you. Stan Lee is a brand. Stan Lee is more than what he was on Twitter, more than just a man. That was his Twitter account, but it led to so much more than just him. Now, even taking a look here at the Twitter page itself, it says official account of Stan Lee, co-creator of Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Panther, Avengers, and more, powered by POW Entertainment and Team Stan. Powered by POW Entertainment and Team Stan. POW Entertainment is Stan Lee's company. Stan Lee is a brand, meaning that in his death, the company lives on. It does. Even going through here, you see the tweet from December 11th over his passing. Talking about here just 6 hours ago, talking more about Stan Lee promotions, talking more about the Captain Marvel thing, more about Stan Lee and our Stan's assistant Mike explains the story behind this particular cover of Black Rider, and going into detail. Oh, look here, it links to the stanlee.com. Well, jumping over here to the Captain Marvel image or article everyone's talking about, written by Marcel L., we see that it's a breakdown of the Captain Marvel premiere, just a little blog post, so on and so forth. But scrolling back up, we see that it's listed under the entertainment banner. Up here, POW News, Originals, Comic, Tech, Entertainment, Blogs, Stan Lee Memorial Wall. This is, by all accounts, a company. It's a publication. It's a website. It's a blog that was POW Entertainment that was owned by Stan Lee. The company doesn't just die because Stan Lee passed away. That's what I've been trying to explain to people all day on Twitter. And the response back has been quite interesting. Well, why do they still use that? Why do they still do this? Why don't they do something else? And that makes no sense. It's the direct conduit to Stan Lee's fans. And this is still Stan Lee's company. Just it's the next step of it. Playboy, Hugh Hefner died. Is Playboy supposed to stop tweeting something out now? I mean, no, of course not. And look, here's the thing. Even looking at just the entertainment page here. All right, we see the blog post for Captain Marvel, the 5 powers Carol Danvers will have, the man behind the Black Rider. Again, talked about that on Twitter. And then just more and more and more and more and more of these particular stories that come out every couple days. And it goes back months and months and months and months and months. So nothing about that is even remotely an issue. The website, which has been putting out stuff since before Stan Lee died, and no one had any problem with that, is continuing on with their mission, doing it the exact same way. There's not an issue here. This is as big of a non-controversy as I've been able to see, and I really hate that people are caught up with it, because here's the thing. Here's Prince's account, right? Prince passed away a couple years ago, still sad, still very, very, very sad, and this is his official account, celebrating the life and legacy of Prince. And it's been active March 4th, March 2nd, February 28th. Every couple days, another tweet goes out. Oh, what's this? David Bowie died just right before Prince did a couple years ago. This is the official David Bowie Twitter feed without general announcements and promotions. Still David Bowie. Still his account. Still every couple days, less time obviously than the other ones, that stuff is coming out. When an artist or a celebrity passes away, they pass away, but their brand still remains, and their brand is still something that employs many people and it produces new products. I mean, if that wasn't true, it's been 22 years since Tupac died, and I can still go out and buy Tupac merchandise if I want. Should I not because he's dead? Hell no, I like Tupac. Straight up West Side for life, playa. The point I'm trying to make here is getting upset over Stan Lee's Twitter account tweeting about the premiere of Captain Marvel, a movie that he has a cameo in, a movie that has an absolutely glorious and wonderful tribute to him in the beginning of, is such an overblown emotional reaction to nothing. To nothing. And I wish people would look at these things as what they are. It's not just about a man. It's about a business. It's about a brand. And when your time comes, people are still going to be working with that business and that brand. I mean, what, Sam Walton is dead. The guy who created Walmart's dead. But you know what? Walmart.com, that still uses a Twitter feed. His kids still are able to run the business. It grows beyond that person. I understand the emotional connection to Stan Lee's passing. I do. I feel it. Trust me. I'm going to fucking well up tonight when I go see Captain Marvel. And I know I'm going to do it. I know it's going to happen. I get that. But we have to sit there and not think everything has an ill will behind it. That's part of the problem with social media. One person comes out and says this is something bad without looking at the context. Then that person, who in this case might be Boogie, might be somebody else, I only saw it from him first, and that trickled down to a lot of my followers, people who I follow, because we all follow the same people, all talking about it, all getting mad, and no one stopping and taking the 2 seconds to look at his Twitter feed and scroll through it and go, oh, they are still keeping the memory alive by still keeping POW Entertainment alive and everything else. David Bowie passed away a couple years ago. His Twitter is still pretty active. Prince passed away a couple years ago. His Twitter is still pretty active. That's what I'm trying to get to here. And if you come out and you say, listen, if you want to go to the comments and you want to say it's wrong, it's gross, it's bad, that's fine. You can have that opinion. But I want you to also look at it from the perspective of this is a brand. And that brand was a lot more than just one man. And there's a lot of other people that rely on that brand to work and rely on that brand to pay their bills and still continue to create in the memory of what that person represented, which is exactly what's happening with Stan Lee and their website. If it was going to come out, if the website was going to come out and like, it was going to be, you know, like buy this cooking book by some random person that you've never heard of before, I would totally be in line with everybody saying, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. You're using a dead man's Twitter feed in order to sell a product antithetical to that particular person's history, their memory, and their brand. But it's not. It's linking over to a blog post talking about the Captain Marvel world premiere, and Stan Lee is a large part of that movie. It's in line with the brand. It's not out of the question. It's not anything wrong. And acting like it is just, I think, an overblown emotional reaction that is, it's an overblown emotional reaction. And I'm going to call it out because that's what it is. Anyway, listen, I want to hear your thoughts. Write them below. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this clip from Whatever. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, subscribe. You can even submit your own stories to peskyadblock@gmail.com or call the voicemail line. If you want to help support the channel financially, you can always join the channel, become a member today, or go to patreon.com/MundaneMatt. Thank you guys again so much. Have yourself a great day and peace out.